Hey guys, welcome back. So today I thought we'd change it up a little bit. I love cartoons. I know you do too. But every now and then, you'd find a cartoon which really wasn't your cup of tea. Whenever I was getting up in the morning as a kid, this particular cartoon didn't really sit well with me. Today guys, we're going to talk about Rocket Robin Hood.
Send a joyous shout throughout the land for Robin Hood.
Rocket Robin Hood. Well, where do we begin? First of all, let's talk about the music. For whatever reason, there are several theme songs which run concurrently throughout the whole series. They're all kind of catchy, but they all center around the same theme. Rocket Robin Hood and his merry men going out to save the day, robbing from the rich to give to the poor. The funny thing is, I'm having a very hard time finding any episode where he actually did rob from the rich to give to the poor. If you actually watch a lot of the episodes, he's pretty much just going on grand adventures, defeating the Sherif of N.O.T.T, countering Prince John. So, I don't really see much robbing from the rich and giving to the poor. All that aside, I think it's a fun little series. If you have never watched Rocket Robin Hood before, consider yourself lucky. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, if you've never watched Rocket Robin Hood before, basically, in a whole half-an-hour segment, the episodes are split into 3 parts. The first part is usually the setup, then leaves you in a cliffhanger. The second part gives you more or less what it is that they're going to do to finish off the episode. And then, if there is a third part, that's the conclusion. In between each part, there are these fun little segments where you'll probably learn a little bit more about Robin's men, whether it be Little John, Friar Tuck, or Robin himself.
Cosmic highwayman of the 30th century, Rocket Robin Hood. Yes, here comes the one and only Rocket Robin Hood, gliding through galaxies in his search for star-shattering adventure.
You can even learn about the notorious Prince John, who rules Intergalactic... you know what, I can't even remember what it says.
Despot ruler of the national outer space terrestrial territories.
But apparently he is the ruler of N.O.T.T. At first glance, Rocket Robin Hood looks pretty old. In terms of anything else, you can pretty much tell it was a very low-budget production. It's very simple animation, and mostly still bodies with moving arms, moving lips. It really was quite poorly done, even for those days. But it's really hard to fault the animation staff. Krantz Films and Grant Trey Lawrence Animation did what they could with the budget that they had available to them. Luckily, they had someone who was very used to doing animation on low budgets. As a matter of fact, his writing was actually why I remember Rocket Robin Hood so fondly. I'm talking about Ralph Bakshi. Oh yes, that Ralph Bakshi. Director of Fire and Ice, Fritz the Cat, and of course, The Lord of the Rings. I mean, come on, this is the 70s. You can tell the signature style of Ralph Bakshi right as soon as you see the opening credits. It's a wonderful juxtapositioning of the original Robin Hood tale, but this time focusing on his descendant thousands of years into the future. We see rocket ships go to different asteroids. As a matter of fact, Robin and his merry band live on an asteroid which resembles Sherwood Forest.
Soaring through the far reaches of outer planetary space is new Sherwood Forest asteroid.
Ralph Bakshi's influence is clearly obvious. His adult-style humor is darted in and out throughout the whole series.
Us? In a zoo? One of the two. The better of the specimens. Who is the best of you? Him. Illogical?
The only weapons we have are our skills. Tuck is pretty shrewd and quick for a man his size. You're the best safecracker I know. And me? Well, I'm bait. So while I fight, you two will have to break into the alien ship.
And if you lose?
My sincere apologies.
You only delay the end, man Robin.
That's an accomplishment.
And as a kid, you probably wouldn't recognize any of these little nuances. But as an adult now, I can actually go ahead and appreciate what it is he was trying to do.
Moonite cylinder.
Moonite? Is that a weapon?
It was invented after your time, Ulysses. Moonite is the hardest substance known to man. Nothing can penetrate it, except moonite itself.
Rocket Robin Hood also borrowed heavily from influences like DC's Batman. In an episode titled Young Mr. Ulysses, Robin helps Ulysses conquer his trials by using modern weapons, which all seemingly appear out of his or Little John's utility belts. They also attach these weapons to their bows and arrows, much the same way the Green Arrow uses his gadgets.
Condensed foam. Watch. That takes care of the fire hazard.
If you want to take a look at Rocket Robin Hood, you can probably buy some of the DVDs on Amazon or eBay. Well guys, that'll about do it for Rocket Robin Hood. As a kid, it was a series which I really did enjoy, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But as an adult, I actually can appreciate what Ralph Bakshi and the animation team were trying to do. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. If you have any comments about animation or anime or anything else you'd like me to review, please also leave that in the description below. I love reading your comments, guys, and I try to get them back to you as quickly as I can. Well, everybody, as always, thanks for watching. Check out some of the other episodes I've done. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter.